In this video, I'm going to dedicate to showing you the hidden secret to building wealth in Best Easy Work. So this is Kay with another nugget for 2018 in how to build your Best Easy Work business pretty big. So, I get a lot of questions from folks as they get started in Best Easy Work, even folks who haven't even joined my team. And you know what? They're looking to build their Best Easy Work and they're having some struggles. So this is going to help you break through that. I'm going to show you something here that you probably never thought about and actually give you a workaround it so you could actually have a breakthrough and build your Best Easy Work. So this is a picture I want you to focus on and to kind of give you a feel of what the business is. And once I get you that feeling, then we could talk about it and you could see how you could get through this. So this is what business is like. It's a tough thing and everyone has to go at it. You got to go do your own thing at it. I mean, there's no one else that could do this for you. So building any business is hard work. Not just Best Easy Work, but any business. So if you're coming at this and you're at the point where you say, you know what, this Best Easy Work thing, I can't seem to make a go of it. I'm probably going to do something else. I want you to kind of rethink things and just slow down a bit and watch this video, and then this will help you build any business online. So just keep this in mind. Building any business is hard work, but you know what? You can make it easier on yourself by doing one of two things actually. Two things would actually kind of make the business easier on yourself. And the first one is you gotta make a decision. You gotta make a decision about whatever business that you're in, whatever business that you're gonna join. You gotta make that solid decision that you are going to do that business. Because if you haven't decided and take some kind of stance saying you're doing this business, then pretty much your mind is wandering all over the place. You're not focused, and without focus on what you're doing, nothing happens, right? It's like the magnifying glass focusing on a piece of paper and making it lit, creates some kind of fire, versus if you're not focusing that magnifying glass on that paper, it won't burn. So the concept here is, number one, you gotta make a decision that you're gonna do Best Easy Work or do any business in order for it to even remotely work for you. The second thing is you got to get the right tool for the job. Now, so many people I talk to in Best Easy Work, they jump in and they want to make this business go. They want to make money at it, but they're not doing the right stuff in a sense. They're jumping in thinking they should just do a little bit of stuff and then money should start flowing in. And once money starts flowing in, then they'll go out and go all out and do big things. And the thing is, you got to do big things now in a sense so the money can come. And I'm going to show you what I mean with that. So if we look back at this picture, right, you got to do the big thing now in order for the money to come. So the money is on this side of the fence, right? Everyone knows that the money's at the end over here, and it's your job to go at it because no one else could bring that money to you personally. It's just out there for people to take. It's for the grabs for anyone who wants to put in the work to go get it. So it's like you being in this trench right here. You realize Best Easy Work is a very lucrative opportunity. You're ready to jump in on it. And your approach might be, you're very excited. And you can see this fellow very excited he's going at it. And this is another fellow who probably started out like this fellow, very excited, but you know what? He got tired of the journey of it when he's so very close. And I just want to put this in perspective so you could see where you're at in your mindset. And if you kind of picture where you are in this picture, then you'll know that, you know what, you're not too far from that end goal. You just need to keep on going and, of course, get the right tool. Now, I mentioned get the right tool, and I want to highlight this to you because what I see people doing when they're building their Best Easy Work business is they're using the wrong tool, and then this process becomes so tiresome for them that they quit before they could even get a taste of what success is. So let me show you what that looks like. You're trying to get to the other side. What I see some people doing is actually they're using a little ice pick to chip at this Best Easy Work process they have to go through to make money in Best Easy Work. And as you can see, you're using an ice pick, right? There's not a whole lot of damage you could do to this to get to the other side very quickly. And the thing with it is you're using this kind of method what's going to happen is it tires you out, it wears you out to the point where you're doing this day in and day out, and what happens? You just nick the surface. You haven't made a dent on anything, and that's why you get frustrated. You think nothing is working. You're not making any progress. Why isn't this working? And the thing is, you're using the wrong tool to chip at this big project. Now, one of the things you wonder, what are you talking about? What kind of tool are you talking about? Now, the thing I'm mentioning, and this goes back to how you're advertising. A lot of people I see, all they do is they do, these free advertising places. And that's not to say free advertising is bad. It's not a bad thing, but you know what? You have to have a process in place where you embrace this free advertising and make that free advertising become very powerful for you. So you're chipping it away at this, you're trying to get traffic and you're using, let's say, one or two traffic sources, right? So it's like you're not making a big dent in anything. You're using an ice pick at a problem, versus maybe using a big, pick to make some kind of dent. So what you want to do is evaluate your process in terms of, okay, am I using an ice pick when I'm approaching this situation of building my best easy work business, or am I truly using, a good solid pick here to get to the other side here? So you're in the business of best easy work. You could definitely evaluate where you are in this process, and if you're using a pick, right, a big sturdy pick, it might be the process that you're not hanging in there long enough, right? You're not using your tool correctly, so then would be an adjustment. But first, you need to make sure you're using the right tool. And so if you're approaching Best Easy Work with an ice pick mentality, you know what, I'm going to join this thing free, and then when I make oodles of money, then I'm going to upgrade. That's an ice pick mentality that you're approaching the business with, right? And so that's why you're not getting very far in your business. So there's many things that you might be doing in your business that's really sabotaging it. You're using the ice pick method to get at this make money in Best Easy Work or make money in any business online, and that's why you might not be having the success that you want. Another thing I want to kind of hit home this idea of what I'm talking about is if you're trying to dig a hole, right? You could use either a shovel or you could use a little garden shovel. And as you can see, the difference is just night and day here. This will build your bigger hole, clearly, all the time, much quicker than this will. Certainly, this one will make your hole. There's no doubt about it. But the thing is, how much energy would you have to expend using this one versus if you use a garden shovel here, or a shovel? So that's the idea to your Best Easy Work and how you want to focus on it. Focus on the sense that you are building a business online. You are not playing with this. You are building your money hole. This is like you digging a hole, digging yourself out of financial rut, out of the sense that your life is not the way you want it to be. This is you digging yourself out of that, right? And you can either approach it using this small shovel here, or you can just use a big shovel and get the hole built and done with. So what I call people who are in Best Easy Work and they're going about this on a very small scale. And that's not to say, you just starting out, you're starting small, that's a bad thing. It's not. But here's what I'm getting at. If you're trying to get success in Best Easy Work, there's just certain rules that you have to follow. And you can see it pretty much plainly here. That if you want quick success, right, then you have to do the stuff that's going to get you quick success. You can't use the thing that is designed to get you small success and thinking it's going to catapult you and get you success to the degree that you want. So you got to make sure you're in alignment with the tools that you're using. So just be wary where you are in the space of building your Best Easy Work. Are you only using the small shovel here to dig your money hole? Or do you have a shovel to actually dig a big hole for yourself? Now, I'm going to kind of summarize that whole concept when people are building their Best Easy Work and using small methods here. I really call that the teaspoon approach to building that Best Easy Work. You have a teaspoon, right? And it's not even a shovel, a garden shovel here. versus the shovel. You're using a little teaspoon and you're chomping at Best Easy Work in a very small fashion. You're advertising, say, 1 day a week, right? Or maybe sporadically all over the place, but you don't have any consistent focus on building your Best Easy Work. And that brings into mind the teaspoon approach to Best Easy Work. You're kind of, just going in there, doing a little bit here and there, hoping that this will build your big hole. But if you're using a teaspoon, right, you know that it's not even going to make any kind of dent. It's going to take you so much time. But if you're looking to have the results in Best Easy Work using approaches like this, this is sporadic advertisement. You're advertising in places that are not, a bang for your buck, in a sense that you're spending time advertising, but it's not the best use of your time to give you the best results. Or you could probably, get a service that would allow you to post more ads and that kind of stuff, and you're not using it. Then you're really using the very bare minimum of digging a hole, which would be a teaspoon. That's the bare minimum of digging a hole, using a teaspoon. And that's what I see a lot of people doing, is they're using methods that are so small, and they're not seeing the big picture here, that we need to build big and use something that's going to get you results very quickly. Because when you get results very quickly, let me show you what happens here. When you're digging this hole and you see some action happening, you're seeing, my goodness, I'm about halfway down here, you get more enthused to go dig that hole, versus when you're digging a hole with this little trowel, you're barely making headway. Every time you put that trowel in the ground, it hitting something hard, you can't penetrate it, and then you got to re-step and, okay, let me scratch at it, as opposed to digging down deeper. It frustrates you. And what happens when people get frustrated? They're ready to quit, give up something, have a very negative approach to it. And so that's why you want to make sure that, number one, you make a decision that you're going to build your money hole, and that you use the right tool. Use the right tool that's going to get the job done as quickly as possible. So to recap everything here, when you're looking to build your Best Easy Work, what you want to do is focus on techniques, right? That's going to build overall in a very structured manner, just like you use a shovel here to build a hole, but also in a manner that allows you to build it quickly. And that's what I show people how to do, how to build Best Easy Work, in a sense, getting results in their business happening very quickly. Because if you're using a teaspoon approach, or using, say, a garden trowel to, get at this stuff, you're going to frustrate yourself. The teaspoon approach definitely is something, you can incorporate in your Best Easy Work business, right? Little bits of this and that, test driving, little something here, something there. But if that's your whole thing to building your Best Easy Work business, then that's probably, I'm going to guess, that's why you're having the most frustration in your business, is because you are approaching this using some of the tools that, is not designed to really chip at this very quickly and give you the results that in your mind you want, but you're going about it using techniques that are really small. So I hope you enjoyed this video here, and just want to let you know, I show people how to get success in Best Easy Work using techniques that are really simple, easy processes that you can use. And it's not about costing a whole lot of money in terms of getting this done. It's about making sure that you pick the right tool, because some of these tools you already have. It's just a matter of, I need to pick the right stuff to get this job done. So if you like this video, hit the like button, and subscribe to get more tips on growing your Best Easy Work business. As more videos come out, you'll get more insight about how to build your business, where I show people, traffic sources I'm using, softwares I'm using, just about anything I use to build my Best Easy Work, you'll have access to. So if you like these kind of videos where I show you how to build your Best Easy Work business, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button to get more information as I post them.